Now, Italian emergency workers have recovered 217 bodies from the wreck of a boat that sank in the Mediterranean in April 2015, killing some 500 migrants. The Italian Navy said on Thursday the vessel was hauled off the seabed north of Libya. That is from where it departed and taken to a naval site in southeastern Sicily last week. The sinking was one of the worst known disasters involving migrants trying to reach Europe by sea. In another tragic event, a Nigerian asylum seeker was beaten to death by a person described as a racist right-wing football fan in a small town in northern Italy. Emmanuel Chidi Namdi and his wife Chinyere were walking through the town of Falmo in the Marche region on Tuesday when they were repeatedly insulted, or rather reportedly insulted, by the supporter of a local football club. For more, journalist Josephine McKenna joins me live via Skype from Rome. Good evening, Josephine.
Good evening, Vincent.
So kind of just fill us in, how did this gentleman end up being killed?
Well, it sounds like a very chance event. Mr. Namdi was walking down the street of this town with his wife. They've been living there since September last year, and he was met by he met this fellow who started apparently accusing him and insulting him and his wife and calling them monkeys. So when he reacted, there must have been some kind of scuffle or altercation, and the man punched or hit Mr. Namdi. He fell down and went into a coma. This was on Tuesday, and then yesterday he actually died. So it's quite shocking, particularly as this couple survived a Boko Haram attack in Nigeria, where certain family members were killed. They made that very dangerous journey across the Mediterranean through Libya to arrive in Italy, and were trying to build a new life in Fermo, where they had great support from the Catholic Church and the community.
Now, has the attacker been arrested?
There was a man arrested today. We're waiting to find out more information. He hasn't yet been charged, but they have arrested someone. There's also been a political outcry across the country, with the Prime Minister, Matteo Renzi, saying there's no room for hatred, racism, and this kind of violence in Italy. Other members other politicians across the political spectrum have also spoken out quite strongly in support of this gentleman. But the anti-immigrant Northern League has used this as an opportunity to once again say that too many immigrants are pouring into Italy and there need to be more controls.
Yeah, but is this kind of an isolated incident, or is there that widespread kind of animosity that can lead to violence?
There seems to be quite a division in Italy. Many people are being very generous and supportive of immigrants, but we are seeing some small incidents. We've also seen tent cities in Rome and on the border of France in the tiny town of Ventimiglia, where hundreds of migrants are camping out on the street, and that's starting to also cause some opposition and some antagonism with Italian people who are starting to react against the migrants.
Yeah, now, very quickly, talking of numbers, today or this week, there have been a major rescue operation. Just quickly tell us what has happened.
Well, Vincent, as you know, the Coast Guard and the Italian Navy are out in the Sicilian Strait every day rescuing people. On Tuesday, vessels from the Navy and the Coast Guard and Frontex, the EU organisation, rescued around 4,500 immigrants. So that gives you an indication of how many are still pouring across the Mediterranean Sea.
Josephine, thank you very much for your reporting.
Thanks, Vincent.
Well, that's Josephine McKenna reporting live via Skype from Rome.